Okay, my bad. I don't know what happened, so I had to start it again. I'm gonna delete the first live I had up there. But good morning once again. And I hope that everyone is doing well and that you're having a blessed day. And that you're in your right mind. We are thankful. We are grateful this morning. I wanted to get this out before I get to my destination. I woke up this morning, like I said in the original live video before this one, with a couple of things in my spirit. And I'm just going to drop one of the things that I heard. And this is about like groups of people that hang together, have been hanging together for years. It's a group of people that work together. They don't necessarily have a common goal, except to and one thing you need to understand, that this is not a good group of people. These is a group of people that have come together to do devious things and low vibrational things and low frequency type of things. That's the type of group I'm talking about. And they've known each other, wow, spirit. They've known each other for a long time. They've been doing type of low vibrational things together for years. It's a schmexual type of group that they interact with one another on a schmexual level. Now I gotta say it that way, so hopefully you understand what I'm saying. This is Facebook or YouTube or whatever it is. You know, they have issues with you saying certain things, but they're a group that do things together. They share. You know what I'm saying? They share men and women. So men with men, women with women, all of them together. Small groups, big groups, couple, 2, 4. The bed is open, let's just put it that way. And they do those type of things. And they're not really, there's no love in the group, no real love in the group. There's lust. It's a lot of lust. It's so much lust, it's ridiculous. It overpowers and overshadows everything else. And that is the main basis of the group. You know, it's lust. And they get down with every type of thing and every type of way you can think of, they're doing it. And this is a group of people that they're together when they're coming against someone else that's not like them. Then they come together and they're all on the same page. They're together when it comes to stealing something from someone else. Then they're on the same page and they work together. They're together when it comes to building a false image about themselves individually or as a group. Then they come together for that. You know, they're together with manipulation. They come together for that. With lying, they come together, you know, for that. They want to create a false narrative, want people to think certain things and want you to see certain things. They come together for that. You know, especially stealing when it comes to money and lust. And this is what dropped in my spirit this morning. And you, as a individual, they don't have to know you necessarily. They target people that are not like them, that are high vibing, that's not into what they're into. As a matter of fact, they target people that speak against what they do, because no one knows what they do on the outside, and that's how they want to keep it. They want to keep it to where no one is aware that that's what they do, because that will really ruin their image that they've put out there and worked on so hard, you know, for a long time. So no one really knows that this is what they do behind closed doors. They meet up at hotels, some of their houses, and some of them live together. You know, the group could all live together and help and pitch in on the bills and stuff like that. You know, and they want to pitch forth an image that they live a high society type of lifestyle. I'm on the I almost hit my coworker. Oh my God. Anyway, they put on a somebody gonna get mad. The guy just told me that because they don't want to be exposed, but it is what it is. You need to know that because these are some of the people that you interact with on a daily basis that are doing these things and you have no idea. And if you don't watch it, they're trying to recruit you. So I'm just a messenger. And they put on an image as though that they want to live this high society type of lifestyle, and it's about money and it's about lust, and the freedom of being able to lay up with anybody and a bunch of anybody's at the same time is what runs rampant through this group. And so this open, I don't even want to say relationships, but I guess you want to say sexual relationships, is open. So anybody with anybody, and some people in the group are couples, a woman and a man, 2 women, 2 men. It doesn't matter. You got transvestites that are in there, and you got all kind of genders that are in there, and they all are together, and they all do this on a daily basis. They live together. Some of them secretly hate one another. They talk about each other behind each other's back. This is all the stuff that dropped in my spirit, y'all. This is crazy. They don't really like each other like that. You know what I'm saying? And at any given moment, if push comes to shove, they will snake one another. But as long as they all agree together on the scheming and the lies and the scamming and the lust and the grouping coming together, those are things they got common ground on. You know what I'm saying? But there's no loyalty per se. It's every man for himself when it boils down to it. The only time that they come together where, like I said, are for those debased type of things, you know what I'm saying? The negative, low vibrational type of things. You know what I'm saying? All of them are snakes. And they're looking for more snakes to bring into the den. But it's like this type of group is bound to not stay together because somebody's going to get fed up because it's not fair. It's not equal give and take. It's not fair. And somebody's going to get the short end of the stick. And a lot of times they will designate the slowest person in the group that's not aware. They don't tell them everything. They don't open their eyes to everything that's going on. And they're having these meetings without letting this person know. They are the scapegoat of the whole group. They are the scapegoat. They're going to take the fall if anything happens. They're going to take the hit. They're the person that really is holding up financially, holding up the group. They're the one that's expected to give. And they're being taken advantage of in this group. But before they can really say anything about what they think they see that's not fair that's going on, they're giving gifts. You know what I'm saying? And their ego is stroked, and good things is being said to them and about them, and they're getting treated, we'll treat them right and this and that and the other. And then they're all gonna get together and do their lust thing, and that person is gonna be the one to be the recipient. They're gonna receive everything. And this is all to control and keep this person in check and in line so that they don't bail out, because they're useful. They're useful. They're being used. They're the one that's not aware of everything. So everybody else is aware of what's going on except this person. And this person thinks that they have been included in everything, and they have not been. Man, that's a lot to wake up to this morning. Good gracious alive. Whew. I just heard there's one person in the group that want to get out of the group, but they're so wrapped up in stuff and tied up into stuff, name-wise. It's like the people know things about this person, have recorded things about this person that they've done, especially during their lust sessions, that they know if they leave, this is going to be leaked out. Y'all take this with a grain of salt. This is what I heard. If it don't apply to you, let it fly. But, you'll know these people by how they behave around you. They always disappear certain times. They're always with certain people all the time. They talk to you almost in cold. When you be talking to you, you can have a regular conversation with them. If you really pay close attention, you'll notice certain things that they say, and the way they say certain things. They don't divulge a whole lot of information. They don't, they're real cryptic when they talk to you when it comes to certain subjects and stuff like that. So they're not really trying to be exposed as to who they really are and what they do. A lot of these people that are in these groups are swingers. And the couples that swing or individuals that swing, and that's literally what they do. And I mean, each his own. That's your thing. That's your thing. Ain't my thing. Cause my thing ain't about to be. Ain't about to be out here swinging, and my thing. My baby not about to be swinging. That's just not about to happen. Because you can't meet my baby doing that. It's just not about to happen. I don't agree to that. I don't consent to that. So it's just, maybe the reason why, and I don't know. I'm just saying, it's just stuff coming to me as I'm sitting here. Maybe the reason why, certain relationships, they leave you because you won't consent to their lifestyle that they have hidden from you. A lot of people live double life. I have a separate life outside of the one that you're with. That's how you see these them occasions where the man has a whole other family outside of you. You don't even know it. And then when he passes away, his other family that you didn't know about is at the funeral, and the kids, and and all of that. And you just blown away. At the funeral, it's the last place you want to find out your husband or your significant other, whether it's a man or a woman, had a whole other family outside of you. That's the worst place to find out. That's crazy to me. It's like, wow. But they're doing it now. You know what I'm saying? And this is crazy. That's what I heard. And I gotta go. It's so much that's dropping. Maybe I'll come back later and do a part 2. Maybe on at time I'll do it. Because there's a lot more that I'm hearing. These people are slick with it. You know what I'm saying? That they're one person to you, but they're somebody else to other people outside of you. And you don't even know these people. You'll be in a relationship with a person like that, don't even know the other people, but they know you, and they know everything about you because the person that you're with done told all your business. Don't be the person that y'all live together and they got a whole separate lifestyle that they're living outside of you, outside of the house, and you don't even know nothing about. And they out here swinging and just out here in these streets and doing whatever, and everybody know about it except you. And you done been around some of the people that they swing with, that they doing things with. And this is in reference to a male. His homie, your significant other's homie, they sleep. You've been seeing them all this time. They be with this one particular person. And there's a reason why. And yes, it's what you think. They're a part of that. Don't you know that people are targeted a lot of times to become a part of certain groups? They're targeted. This is the reason for the connection. That's the reason. Also, before I get out this car, if you just started dating somebody, y'all dating, and everything is going well, but you see what we call little red flags, you start feeling a little uneasy about this person because they're kind of moving a little funny. It's almost like they're trying to cover something up. And then you start asking questions. They're sidestepping them at first. But then you continue to see certain patterns and certain things. And you keep asking questions. Now they're irritated with you. So finally, you go ahead and you just ask, what's going on? What's the intention? What's your intention towards me? What's the reason why we're connected? What are we doing here? You want direction. You don't want blurred lines. You want something direct. You want to understand what it is and what it isn't. And they get mad at you because you keep asking, but they never answer. That's the why you keep asking. They're not going to give you an answer. They're not going to give you the right answer. They're going to give you a vague, broad answer. You're not going to get the direct answer. You're not going to get the direct intention. You're going to get something that makes you think that that's the intention. You're going to get a lie. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get some manipulation. You're going to be, why you keep asking all these questions, I wouldn't be with you if I didn't want to be with you. Big red flag, I'm in the house with you. Big red flag. Don't ignore that stuff. They're hiding something, for sure. And pay attention and make your decisions accordingly. If you're not going to get a direct answer and they're not going to behave accordingly, you've already expressed how you feel and what you want out of the relationship with that person, but they cannot express it to you and they cannot show you because you're showing them, but they're not showing you. And if they're still moving funny, you already know what you need to do. You already know what you need to do. You already know what needs to be done. And there's no reason for you to doubt it. You know what you need to do. So this is something that you need to pay attention to. And this is something, I woke up this morning with all this. This is so much more. Y'all listen, I'll come back later. I will come back later. I'm tired today. I think my allergies is acting up. I woke up a little bit. Usually when the weather changes, that's when I start to sneezing and, my skin started itching real bad. And, I may have some eye swelling or something like that coming up, but I hope and pray to God that it's not going to happen. But usually when the weather changes from summer to fall, and then from winter to spring, usually. So I'm starting to take my allergy medicine now. Usually my eyes are red a little bit. They're itching. They were itching this morning when I woke up. So I'm just like, God, I love allergies, right? All right. I will be back later, hopefully, to talk a little bit more about this. It just depends on what's moving me at that time, what's in my spirit. But that's what I woke up with this morning. Do what you will with it. If it apply. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Okay? If it's not for you, it's not for you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But that's just what dropped in my spirit. And take it with a grain of salt or dismiss it. It's all up to you. And one other thing. I'm debating on whether I want to say this or not. No, I'm going to wait. All right. Peace, love, and light.